Well, it's also the same thing with GTA 5. I thought that was a fantastic game. It still had improvement, but all games have improvement. But
I could never get behind that fucking game.
that's the thing though. I'm
Any of
separating
them.
it.
Any of them.
I played the offline version of it, which is, as far as I'm concerned, a fantastic game. But then you try to go to the online version, and the moment you step out for the first time ever, you were shot and killed. And there's tutorials all over Facebook, all over YouTube, where people are saying this is how you can kill people that are in non-aggressive mode, which is basically it stops you from being killed by players. They figured out how to kill people who don't want to be killed, who just want to play the game online, and it just destroyed it. I've spent at most a couple hours in the online version. I was like, no, I'm done. But yeah, this is a guy though that's talking to you that has played shit tons of massively multiplayer online games. And that's why I told you before, I'm a snob. I will not group up with I Roxed You and Lord Vader licks balls. No. I'm in a role-playing game. I'm in a game. Act like it. I don't want to hear about your character who's named Harry Nutsack. Not my thing. Get the fuck out of here. And once again, like what you just said, I'll say that to all of you out there. Fuck you. If you're that fucking stupid, you can't even remotely get yourself, your character in game. You can still be an asshole all you want. I'm all for that. But if you can't even remotely name your character properly, get the fuck out.
Yeah, I mean, granted, it's a video game. I get it.
Yep,
But
absolutely.
do you know what? If you're gonna dedicate that much time to being an online asshole, at least have some fucking self-respect and name yourself something decent.
Right, right. Because the last thing you want to see is that header above your thing whenever you die. You were killed by suck my balls. It's,
Yeah,
it's, it's not a thing.
yeah,
There's
because
nothing about you that is cool.
yeah, you know that motherfucker screenshotted that shit and is gonna be posting it somewhere.
Absolutely. I killed Mr. J. Look at my name. And that's what they get off of it. Or the new trend, which is in the game called Friday the 13th, they're deliberately glitching shit out so that way the killer can't kill them. And they're team killing people, which is the counselors are working with Jason to kill other counselors, which is bullshit. And these people, they will not stop. It's ridiculous. And I'm curious how we got to where we are, to where there are that many trolls in this world.
I think what it is, honestly, and this is my opinion, is that society as a whole has become so fucking hidden and shrouded in mystery behind social media that nobody has the fucking balls to get in somebody's face and say what the fuck they feel. They want to hide behind shit.
Well, not just that, but if you publicly shame somebody who's being a total and complete cuck, you might get banned. You might get banned for speaking your fucking mind.
Right. And do you know what? Like I said, I have no problem saying what the fuck I say to anybody in person. Anybody that knows me knows this. But as a whole with society, I think that's what it is. It's they feel empowered.
Oh,
That
absolutely.
they are this gaming god that can kill everything and I can hack and glitch and blah blah blah. Fuck you, pussy.
I'd even take it a step further. I think a lot of it has to do with actual social media in itself. They are trying to censor us in a way where if we have individual beliefs, no matter what they may be, if they do not fit the narrative, Facebook is doing it, YouTube is doing it, whatnot. Like this video might be demonetized because we disagree with somebody. I mean, that's how stupid this shit has gotten. To the point where people are hiding in their basement and venting their frustration out on other people. And they start to get off on it. It becomes a high for them.
I don't get it. You
Me
know,
either.
back in the day, we settled our differences on the basketball court or
Right.
over, a round of NBA Jam. You know, you'd play fucking NBA Jam. If you lost, you were the laughing stock for the fucking night.
Fuck, Mortal
And
Kombat, Tekken.
oh yeah, and that was it. It was done right there. It was done.
My brother and I have this standing thing on Tekken. No matter what year it is, no matter what new version of Tekken it is, if him and I ever have a problem, we go to Tekken. And it is literally, if you're sitting behind us, it's the child's version because we're fucking hitting each other, we're shoving each other, and I don't care if I'm 60 years old, that's still going to happen. Where we're going to beat the everyone fuck out of each other in the game and out of the game at the same time.
See, this is one of the things, though, that pisses me off about the video game industry. They are now giving people the ability to play with others without leaving their fucking houses. It's not socializing. True. I don't give a fuck what you say. It is not fucking socializing. If you get out of your house and you go to a friend's house, now you're fucking socializing.
Yeah, you're talking LAN parties and whatnot as opposed to online interaction. I can honestly tell you, as a guy who lives out in the middle of nowhere, the most interaction that I have is with you, Mr. J. I don't have interaction with other people, and I play games. I talk to lots of people. It doesn't matter. It doesn't hit the same thing.
I live in the fucking city, and I have no social interaction. Why? Because I fucking hate people.
Gonna have to add that to our list. Why do we hate people?
It's just, it's society. It's hiding. It's all about fucking hiding now.
Yeah.
Everybody's scared to be who they are, except when they're being somebody that they're not online.
I agree with that.
Everybody is a god online. You get that person out in the real world, and they don't know dick.
Nope. But I can beat your ass in Call of Duty, man.
Okay, good for you. Bravo, motherfucker. Hey, guess what? I made my own toast this morning. My mom didn't make it for me. Little bitch.
Almost made me spill out my coffee there.
But this is what I miss about the nostalgic video games. The Atari and the Nintendo and the PlayStation 1, PlayStation 2. You didn't have that online shit. It was, if you wanted to play video games with somebody, they came to your house or you went to their house and that was that.
Fuck yeah, I remember when I originally played Final Fantasy VII, all of my friends were behind me watching me play that game.
Yeah, exactly. It was, people had parties for this shit.
Fucking right.
I remember game release parties where we would get the fucking game and just have a huge party and we just play back and forth. You know, taking turns, whatever. When the new Mortal Kombat game came out, it was like, that was it. We all sat down and just fucking played Mortal Kombat for like 13 fucking hours.
I remember my apartment, we played Gran Turismo when it first came out, the original Gran Turismo.
Yeah.
And you know how you had to drive to get licenses to advance in the game?
Mm-hmm.
Well, all my friends would play the game until the licensing came up, and then they would be like, Xavier, come here. And I would immediately go to it from sitting on the couch, get the license, and then go back and sit down. That was my role. I was just good at that part, but they were good at the rest of it. And it was a massive interaction because we'd sit there for fucking hours, get drunk, and I can honestly tell you, I got more licenses drunk than I did sober. Which, hey, kids, don't drive drunk unless it's a video game.
And even then, make sure your parents are in the other room.
Yeah, you don't want to be busted for that.
And you didn't hear this shit from us.
Nope, you heard nothing. We don't exist.
But yeah, that's my thing. Is I miss that gaming forum. That was the gaming community. People getting together. I mean, it even goes back to like fucking D&D. Do you know what? Call it what you will. But do you know what? Those motherfuckers socialized like a motherfucker. There is a whole community of people out there that are straight nerding it out. Props to you. Because you got your board. You got your bag of dice. You're creating magical shit demons. Do you know what? Fuck you. You're using your imagination. You're socializing with people. You got more friends than any of these online trolls now.
Well,
You know what? I give it to you guys.
One of our friends, Grey Wolf, Lord Grey Wolf, he used to not only sell D&D, but he used to have D&D parties. He still does, as I understand it. We're actually going to be bringing him into the gaming development part of our business at some point as well. But he's like 65 fucking years old. And he's an outstanding guy. I'm just saying that you are absolutely right. I think that when you're not sitting next to someone and tangibly be able to touch them, it's very different compared to being on a headset, you know?
Yeah, because, I mean, like, even back in the day with the gaming parties, if you cheated, you got your ass whooped right in the middle of the living room.
Right. There'd be Doritos flying and everything.
I mean, there was none of this, you know, battling back and forth online, hiding behind your microphone.
Mm-hmm.
You know, shit got settled. You played some games. You had fun. You made some friends. You lost some friends. I mean, it's it's what it was. That's what a gaming community is.
Okay, so let's go to
a gaming community is not an online server with 53 million subscribers that you say are your friends. No, fuck, they're not your friends. All right, they're just people that want to fucking kill you online.
Right.
And they probably want to kill you in real life because you killed them online.
Well, one thing that I always was driven towards was the online role-playing community. Like, no matter what game you're playing, if it's an online game, you'll find it on the role-playing community. And I know it's a bit standoffish for some people where, you know, they're like, who really cares if you think you're Luke Skywalker in a Star Wars game, you know? But at the same time, I like them because they stuck to character, because there were principles and rules to it, you know?
Well, yeah.
They, despite how you think of, you know, hey, these guys are a bunch of freaking nerds and, you know, they're actually playing their characters. Let's be honest here. Do you want that beside you? A dude who will stand up for you because his character says he needs to stand up for you? Or do you want the guy that's just a random player killer, has no problem with it, and will do everything he possibly can to fuck you over in a game?
Yeah,
Which one do you want?
Me personally, I'd rather have the guy that's serious about his role in the game.
There you go.
Because I'm there to enjoy the game.
Yep.
And if there are other people that are enjoying the game that much, that means my experience is going to be that much better.
It enhances the entire thing, not just the game itself, but your role in it. It makes you feel like you're in this world, and it. And I'm not talking to people about if you're in a World of Warcraft and you see these dwarfs who sit there and go as if they're speaking Scottish or Irish or some bullshit like that. I'm not talking about that type of role players. They go a bit too far, but that's their blend, and I'm fine with it. But I'm just talking about people that take the game as it is, as opposed to a game like the moment they log in, they're like, okay, how am I going to kill random people today?
Yeah. I mean, see, like me, I'm a con guy. I like going to sci-fi cons, comic cons, shit like that. And one of the things that I absolutely love is seeing people in cosplay.
Fucking right.
And I give those people the utmost credit because I even at this last Comic Con that we attended, that we had a booth set up, I saw a 300-pound Deadpool. But you know what? That motherfucker was rocking it. He was excited to be there. He had no shame in his game. And I wish I'd have gotten a picture with him. But it was one of those things. You know, I love people that get into that community. They're part of it. And they make the experience that much more enjoyable.
Random side note to the 300-pound Deadpool out there, if you're listening, we love you. We totally love you. You are welcome to hang out with us anytime, even if you want to be dressed as 300-pound Deadpool. We're game.
Exactly. I mean, there were some Harley Quinns that probably shouldn't have been dressed as Harley Quinn, but you know what? I still give the girl credit because she came out.
Harley Quinn's more of a fad, though.
But you catch what I'm saying.
I absolutely catch what you're saying.
A short skirt and spandex do not belong on every body type. Ladies, if you're listening, I understand there is pride. I understand that all women are beautiful. just please don't fucking do it. Okay? Please.